Gracious God, creator of the universe, and yet the lover of my soul. Alpha and Omega, and yet I can call you friend. I don't have to beg you for anything, but I can thank you for everything. God, I thank you because this is the day that you have made, and I can rejoice and be glad in it. Thank you for this day of magnificence and glory and splendor. God, I thank you for life, health, and for strength. I thank you for soundness of mind. I thank you for peace, love, and joy. I thank you for the essence of you that envelops me right now, from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet. We thank you for this day of manifestation. We thank you for the day of revelation. We thank you for the day of impartation. We thank you as you move in the midst of your people to bring us to the greatest times that we've ever seen since the foundation of the world. Thank you, Lord, that for this time and for this season, you've allowed us to be a part of your move in the face of the earth. I thank you, God, for the revolution that you're bringing forth, God, even in the midst of the earth right now. And I thank you for the opportunity to be a part of what you're doing in this hour, because in the last days, saith God, you said you would pour out your spirit on all flesh. And so now we thank you for the pouring out. God, I thank you for the rain and the move of your spirit. I thank you for fresh oil. I thank you for new wine. I thank you for the new thing that you're doing. I thank you now that it does spring forth. I thank you, Lord, that you've called us to be the head and not the tail. You've called us to be above only and not beneath. You've called us to be the lender and not the borrower. You've called, God, that our storehouses would be full and increase. God, I thank you because even I decree and declare that the people under the sound of my voice, even now, are moving in the might of your strength, not by might nor by power, but by your spirit. I thank you for those that are the sons and daughters of God that are called because they walk not after the flesh, but after your spirit. I thank you for the rising up of the people of your kingdom. I thank you that your kingdom come. I thank you that your will be done, even now in earth as it is in heaven. I thank you, Lord, because you are moving in the midst of your people mightily as never before. Raise us up, oh God, to the standard of what you've called us to be. God, I thank you for the standard of greatness. I thank you for the standard of holiness. I thank you for the standard of moving as the sons and daughters of yours, and not as vagabonds, not as those that never knew you, not as those that are confused and confounded, but God, those that know who they are in you. I thank you for the knowing. I thank you, God, for knowing you. I thank you for knowing your presence. Thank you for knowing your Holy Ghost power that gives us the ability to be successful. Your anointing that gives us the power to rise up and be called blessed. Thank you for that is in us. Thank you, God, for all things that pertain to life and godliness. Thank you because we are not confused. We are not deceived. And we thank you for that clarity of mind and the clarity of vision that allows us to walk forth as kings and queens, as princes and princesses in the kingdom that walk in the earth. We thank you that we are your beloved, and we rise up as the apple of your eye. We rise up, oh God, as those that you love with all of your heart, and God, we love you back. I thank you for soundness of mind. I thank you for soundness of spirit. I thank you that healing is our bread, healing is our deliverance. By the stripes of Jesus, we're already healed, and we speak forth that healing even now for those that need it. Thank you, God, for every stripe that was taken. Thank you for the bruising. Thank you that he was wounded for our transgressions, bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him. God, with those same stripes we declare and we speak healing in Jesus' name. We give you glory, we give you peace, we give you honor, we give you blessing, we give you might. We ascribe all of these things unto you because they are yours. Thank you, the fruit of my lips giving thanks unto your name, ever giving you all that is yours. Glory, honor, power, dominion, majesty. It's yours. I decree it and I speak it In the mighty name of Jesus, it is so. Amen and amen.
Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. I want to welcome you to today's edition of Yes, You O Cubed. What does O Cubed stand for? One-on-one, because it's just me and you. I am your spiritual thought leader, Regina L. Stillman, and I'm so glad that you've joined me on today. Yes, today, cheering, it is Thursday. I got the right day today. It's Thursday, November the 10th in the year 2022. And it's another day's journey, and I'm glad about it. Thank you for joining me on this morning. I'm telling you all, you're the most beautiful people in the world. You just absolutely are. To get up every morning and be able to spend time with you is just beyond a blessing. I appreciate you for checking in with us on this morning. Now, you know how we get this party started. You know how we get this party crack-a-lacking. There are those that come in bright and early. Yes, saints, they come in here bright and early in the morning, bringing all the love, joy, peace, soul, and happiness into the Lion's Den to make sure that there's plenty of that here for you when you get here. Now, I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? I saw Sassy Cassie, number 4 in the Lion's Den. Thank you so much, my sister. Blessings upon blessings. She came in roaring saying, let's be the change. That's what I'm talking about. Rise, shine, and be the change. And she got all kind of loves, all kind of roaring going on in there. That's the way we do it, Sassy Cassie. That's the way we do it. And that's the way we bring it into the Lion's Den. Now, the third person in the Lion's Den this morning was none other than Truck driver, you did that. Go ahead and sit down over there on that love seat, my brother. That's my Mufasa. That's my Lion King. And he came in bringing it this morning. So much love to you. Now, let me tell you, because I'm going to repeat this later on in the broadcast as well. But he said, good morning to all my beautiful family. Today is going to be a great day for the Lion's Den because we're going to teach the world, and he's got this in all caps, teach the world how to love people. That's what I'm talking about. Teach the world how to love people that we don't know or ever had any dealing with. With that being said, let's be the light. Come on, truck. Let's be the light that shines bright so the world can see it. Let's be the light that shines bright so the world can see it. That's the way we roar. Come on, truck. Come on, truck. That's my Mufasa. Now, the second person in the Lion's Den this morning was none other than MCP 812. MCP 812, otherwise known as Two Tams or Two Tambourines. That's my girl. That's my sister cousin. And good morning, good morning, good morning to you. So much love coming to you. Hugs and all that good stuff, sweetheart. I love me some you. You know I do. That's my girl. And come on and scooch in over there next to truck driver. Tell him to scooch over just a little bit because it's you need some space on that love seat. You need just a little tad of space on that love seat. But the winner of Grandpa Holmes's chair is none other than Den darn, you did that thing. You are the winner. My sister from the UK, you are the winner of Grandpa Holmes's chair. Get your lips, get your hips, get your fingertips, and go on and choose your seat and sit down right there in Grandpa Holmes's chair. So much love to you, Den darn. So much love. That's my sister from the UK, y'all. That's my sister from the UK. And she did that thing. Yes, she did. So much love to you, my sister. And thank you for coming in bright and early. And listen, when I tell y'all, I should say dark and early. That's really more accurate to the point, because these babies are coming in at the 12:00. Yes, they are. Now, you know how we do it from here. We like to give it up, and we like to appreciate our moderators. Get the mod love out. Get your mod love out. Get your mod love out. Because listen. They're in here. They do a marvelous job every day. Every day. Every day they are faithful to come in and take care of the Lion's Den. So here we go. I'm looking at her. I'm appreciating her. None other than the prophetess herself. Y'all know who she is, and you know how she comes in here. It's my girl. It's my girl. None other than Shelly Thunder. Yes, Shelly Thunder is the prophetess. She comes on in and she does her thing. I'm trying to tell you, she's a whole vibe and a whole blessing. I appreciate her. So much mad love coming to you. And put your prayer hands in there. Put your prayer hands in there. I think she's feeling just a tad bit under the weather, and we're believing God. We're believing God for a healing miracle over there for my sis, and we want her well. Yes, we do. Then we're led by the leader of the pack, none other than the Rebel Inc. Yes, she leads us in Church of Funk, and she also has the righteous and the ratchet in Rebel's house. Come on over here, because we're going to follow this raid train today and get some anti-morning bangos and the cracks. We're going to be going over there in just a few minutes. She's my day one, my ace boon coon. She's my left arm, my right arm, my left hand, my right hand, my left leg, my right leg. She's my whole body. I'm trying to tell you. That's my girl right there, the Rebel Inc. And if you're not following her, quit your wicked ways. Quit your wicked ways. Because listen, she will bless your whole entire life. Then we have the third part of the Blessed Trinity, none other than Michelle Brownell. Y'all better listen. There's a miracle in the house on today. I'm going to come back to this in a minute, because listen, we gonna buck here in a second, Michelle. We gonna buck. But there's a miracle in the house today, because listen, I had barely got the stream on and Michelle was in here, y'all. For those of you that don't understand how God is moving in that, Michelle is one of my tardy friends. Yes, she's one of my tardy friends. Did I tell something, Michelle? Did I tell something? She's one of my tardy friends, but she's here. Miracles, Rebel, miracles. God is working miracles. And nonetheless, I'm going to come back and I'm going to give her a little praise report. It ain't no little praise report. I'm going to come back and give her a praise report in just a second, because listen, God's already moving in the Lion's Den. Truly, he is. But listen, these three beautiful ladies, I love putting them up on the screen and just letting them sit right there for a minute so y'all can take in all of that beauty. Take in all of that beauty. I got you stay lifted and you're traveling. So much love to you, my sister. So much love to you. I love me some you. That's the lifter of my head. Now, and thank you for the resub. Thank you for the resub. Stay lifted. You know I love me some you, sis. Now, as we get ready to move on, this is my Blessed Trinity, and they are our blessing without a shadow of a doubt. These three beautiful ladies are the blessing in the Lion's Den, and they take such good care of us. Couldn't make it without them. Now, come on. Get your coffee cups out. Get your coffee cups out. Because listen, as my mama says, when you come into the room, speak to somebody. So get your coffee cups out. And I just want to come around and I want to take my time to say good morning to the Rebel Inc., the Galactic Supervisor. I see you. Come on in here. Dr. Dady Priest. Dr. Dady Priest is in the room, y'all. That is my girl. I love me some her. Engagement matters. If you are not following Dr. Dady Priest, quit your wicked ways, because she's going to bless your whole entire life. I promise you she will. She's lurking right now, y'all. She's lurking, but she's in here. And I love me some you, Dr. Dady Priest. Stacy 546. Here she is. Miss America. Come on in here, girl. Been missing you in the lion's den, but I know you got caretaking duties, and we're just sending you all kinds of love, sending you all kinds of peace, joy, happiness, and soul. Love me some you, Stacy. That's my sister. So much love to you. Come through, and special blessings be on Betty as well. Come on, put those prayer hands in there. Put those prayer hands in there. And for every caregiver out there, we love you, we appreciate you, and we know without a shadow of a doubt, it's more than just a notion to be a caregiver. Now, help me on this one, Stacy. Is you're caretaking for an individual, your family member that's 101? Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I think that baby is 101 years young. That's a blessing. It's a real blessing, but it's even more of a blessing that she has you. You know, I'm telling you, if I said I want to live to be 120, I ain't playing. But at the end of the day, I know that when you have people that will still love you and still support you and still take care of you at 101 years of age, that's just beautiful, Stacy. And kudos to you. So much mad love coming out to you on today. Michelle Brownell is in the room, y'all. Yes, that's my quiet storm. I tell you, she changes the room and the atmosphere just by being in. I want you to know she's a blessing. She's a whole vibe, and she's a miracle, sign, and wonder all by herself with nothing added to it. But she got a testimony this morning, and I'm praising God. That's my girl right there. Love me some her. Now, Darn. Yes, that's my sister from the UK. Come on in here, sis. So much mad love to you. And you always come in bringing the roar, bringing the prayers, anchoring yourself, come in with royalty, all kinds of love and hearts. I appreciate you, Darn. You are just a blessing to the Lion's Den. Good morning, and thank you for being here. It wouldn't be the same without you. Miss Lily Fields. One of the newest affiliates on Twitch. If you're not following Miss Lily Fields, quit your wiggle ways. I want you to go out there and follow her. She's a brand new streamer that has just made affiliate. I want you to go out and follow, please. Let's blow her channel up. Subscribe for those that can and are able. Hit that little bell so that you can get notifications when she's streaming. So much love to you, Miss Lily Fields. Mad love, mad love, mad love. Now, excuse me. Y'all know I'm still struggling with this child. These sinuses just don't want to act right. Nonetheless, we gonna keep on pressing because there's a blessing in the pressing. Oh, okay. One reason the Archbishop of Twitch, he's up in here, y'all, but he's really not here. That's why I call him the invisible Archbishop. Yes, he's invisible. We can't see him, but you know he's there. So much love to One Reason. He is a streamer. He's my brother, and I love me some him. So at the end of the day, I just want y'all to know, Royal, did somebody call? Did somebody say royalty? We called you, girl. We called you. I told you, Darn comes in every morning bringing the royalty. Did you hear? They used to sing that song, Hirsch. Somebody's calling my name. And to put it more real to you, I think your maiden name is Kirsch. Somebody's calling. Oh, okay. Anyway, I played with that. Anyhow, yes, we calling you, girl. Come on out, alert. Royalty. Royal Confessions is here, y'all. And let me tell you what. She's always lurking and working. Don't be confused and don't be deceived. Sister's in the house. And listen, when I get off this stream, she can run back pretty near everything that happened in the stream because mother is here. You got me dying. All they had to do was say royalty and oh, here she come. Okay. Now, as we move on down the road, ease on down. This must be a day of songs. I feel it all down in my shondo. Ease on down the road. Everything's popping up right here. But yes, as I was saying, if you're not following One Reason, quit your wicked ways because he's going to bless your whole life. I feel a singspiration coming on. My dearest friend, Fairly All Day. There she is, y'all. She's a whole vibe. She's a whole blessing. And I told you, don't. Now listen, I'm trying to tell you. If you don't want your prayers answered, don't tell her. Because mother, when she prays, something happens. That's all I can say about that. Something happens. So if you don't want that prayer answered, please don't tell it to Fairly All Day. That's my dearest friend. Good morning to you. And she is a moderator for Dr. Dady Priest. And so listen, I want y'all to go out and support these babies. They do an awesome job. Mod love coming to you. Now, SK8843, that's my sister. That's my big sister. She's not my biggest big sister, but she's my big sister. Come on in here, SK8843. So much mad love coming to you, my sister. You know, I know, anytime you come in the Lions Den, you're going to roar, because that's the way you roll. Coming on down, and I'm looking and I'm booking and I'm seeing who else is in the Lions Den this morning, because I want to greet everybody. Truck driver, that's my Mufasa. He's the Lion King. And as I said, we're going to revisit that statement. We are going to teach the world how to love people that we don't know and we've never had dealings with. That being said, let's be the light that shines bright so the world can see it. That's my truck driver. That's the way he comes in the room talking and walking. He also comes in talking and walking and saying, listen, I saw somebody that I treated them wrong. I did them wrong and I asked for forgiveness and they forgive me. That's what I'm talking about, truck. That's what I'm talking about. Love me some him. Coming on down, and I'm looking and booking and BTD mom. That's my biggest big sister. Come on in here. I love me some you, and good morning to you. I see you roaring. Get your coffee cup out. Get your coffee cup out. So much mad love to you. Then I see Tall Pumps is pumping tall. Y'all better ask somebody. Yes, she is the moderator over there with my Woman Unsilenced team, and I appreciate me some her. Listen, Tall Pumps, you know you my sis. So much love coming to you this morning. Good morning to you. Ghost Sniper, he's in the room, listen, and checking out everybody. I mean, listen, and this is what I want to say. I like the what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I love this about you, because he always is very concerned about how everybody is doing in the house. I just love it. I love it. I love it. Comes in checking on folk. That's the way we roll in the Lions Den. So much love coming to you. Coming on down, and I'm trying to see who came in the basement while I was upstairs. MCP812. That's my sister cousin right there. Nothing but mad love and hugs to you this morning. It's so good to have you in the Lions Den. And you did that thing early this morning. I see you been up during the night. So much love to you, MCP812. So much love coming to you. Come on, that's two Tams. Two Tams. We call her two tambourines. That's my girl, because that's the way she gets her praise on, and she ain't playing. Coming on down, and I'm looking, and ease on down the road. Who else is in here? Because I don't want to miss anybody. Who came in the basement while I was upstairs? Stay Lifted 2021 is a streamer. She's the lifter of my head. Yes, she is. She's a streamer. And if you're not following Stay Lifted 2021, quit your ways. She will bless your whole life. I promise you she will. Listen, I'm honored to be your pastor, and nothing but love coming to you while you're out there moving down the road. So much mad love coming to you, my baby. I love you. I love you. I love you. Coming on down, and I'm looking and I'm booking and seeing who else is in the house. J Trey 707. You better come on in the Lions Den. J Trey is another phenomenal and awesome streamer. Listen, if you're not following J Trey 707, quit your wicked ways. Click on her name right now. Not now, but right now. Click on her link right now. And I actually watched her as she was potting some plants. I said, you better do your thing, sis. You better do your thing. Go on out there, and I want you to click that follow button, hit that bell, and subscribe if the Lord will bless you to do it. Come on, and let's support this sister. She is a whole vibe. I love me some you, J Trey. I love me some you. Coming on down, and I'm looking and booking and seeing if there's anybody else that came in the basement while I was upstairs. I'm scrolling real fast. Joanna G98. Listen, I can't scroll past your name. Blessings to you, sis. Blessings to you. It's always a blessing to have you in the Lions Den. I told you, I just get excited when I see your name. It just blesses me down in my shando. you. It really, really does, sis. It really does. Cassandra Woke 2022, you better come in here. That's my sassy Cassie slide and glide. Yes, that's my girl. I appreciate you for being in the Lion's Den. That's my poet laureate. She comes in writing poetry and writing a vision and making it plain. I love you. And yes, once more and again, iron sharpens iron. Royal Confessions heard her name. She heard somebody say royalty and she had to come out of lurk. Y'all pulled the child out of lurk. Because listen, when they call your name, you got to show up. And that's exactly what she did. I love me some you, sis, and mad love coming to you as well. Coming on down, and I'm seeing Simply Amazing is in the room. Come through, top of the morning to you. So glad that you're here. Mad love, mad love. Come on, you know we clown. Listen, y'all saw some pictures of me out there on Facebook with my goddaughter. She is the mother of my goddaughter. And listen, all I can say is we clown. That's all I can say. We clowned. Yes, we did. But that's what we do when we get together. We clowned. But at the end of the day, listen, I had a ball. That's my girl. So much mad love to you. Coming on down, and I'm looking and I'm booking. Who else may have come in the Lion's Den? Who came in the basement while I was upstairs? I'm looking, and it looks like I might be at the end of the journey. All right, there we go. I think I'm all caught up, and I hope I haven't missed anybody at all. If I have, counted on my eyes didn't see you, and not my heart, for sure, for sure. And for those of you that are not in the chat, but you're here holding space and you're here bringing love, I want to appreciate you for being in the Lion's Den, because it just wouldn't be the same without you. We appreciate your presence. Come on, Queen Shanna 21 in the room. Baby, she come with her tambourine. Hey! Yeah, she came with the tambourine, y'all. She ain't playing. She meant that thing. You better bring your tambourine, Queen. I ain't even mad. For all the tambourine players in the room, come on, y'all know, just pass me a tambourine. Pass me, don't pass me the ammunition, just pass me the tambourine, and we gonna do something in here. I know I got some tambourine players in here. Come on, you need BTD Mom to play for Rebel. I'm trying to tell you, 2 Tams, you know what I'm talking about. To all the tambourine players in here, nothing but love. I appreciate y'all. Now listen, here we go. It's time to move on, and you know, we always like to talk about what had happened was, whilst we slumbered, slept, and slobbered, what had happened was, well, here we go, y'all. Here we go. You need your tambourine. I know, BTD Mom. For any tambourine player out there, and listen, I'll kill a tambourine. Absolutely destroy a tambourine, baby, because we came up in a tambourine shouting church. So listen, you just got to, matter of fact, I think one of the last things my mother asked me to get her before she passed, one of her last requests, go to the store and get me a tambourine. Listen, when you beat that tambourine, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Beat all the shingles off the tambourine. We don't play with no tambourine over here. You better not. If you give a Stillman a tambourine, it's on. And you know, you look at those that want to be a tambourine player. Listen, you sure don't, Rebel. You look at the folks that want to be a tambourine. They be out there jingling and jangling. I'll be like, baby, play that thing. If you got one in your hand, please play it. Nonetheless, here we go, y'all. Whilst we slumbered, slept, and slobbered, it was reported to me. Now, let's have a little conversation. I'm going to start with what is one of the first things in my heart, if y'all just allow me to go here just for a second, because I feel some kind of way. And this has been a couple of days going on. Come on, Tambourine Tammy. It's slap happy and working it out. Come on, baby. We don't play with no tambourines. We don't, folk be doing all that, and I'm like, baby, if it's a tambourine in your hand, Cassandra, I'm gonna need you to play. I'm gonna need for you to play it. Don't play around with no tambourine. I'm gonna need for you to play it. Now, this story right here is really, heavy on my heart. Put your prayer hands in there, because at the end of the day, I just feel some kind of way about this whole story about Brittney Griner. And I feel like she needs our prayers. At this point, it's reported to me, now this has been a couple of days. They actually moved her on Friday, I believe it was, or she went off the grid and off the radar on Friday. And the United States, allegedly, the folk didn't hear about it until Tuesday. And they still don't know where the child is. Now, the thing that I just find really dastardly about this story, once more and again. Now, y'all remember they came out saying it was good for her to plead guilty because it was going to make it better for her. If she pled guilty, it was going to really make things much easier. Now listen, bring her home, SK8843. Say that again. Bring her home. Now they trying to horse trade and make deals and all this kind of stuff. And this woman's life hangs in the balances. Now, I really have very little appreciation for this story, because now what they're trying to say is that this may bode well for her, because now that she's in one of these penal colonies, they may be able to take actions that they couldn't take before. I just come on, Simply Amazing, bring her home. And we're praying for Brittney and her wife. This is absolutely heartbreaking. Something down in my shondo, I just cannot, as you see flashing on the screen right now, her appeal has been denied. The 9-year sentence is upheld. They did all of this bumping of the gums, talking about, well, we got something in mind. We got a strategy, and we believe this is what her attorneys are doing in strategy. Now, with this 9-year sentence on this supposed to be charge, to then disappear her from where we know she was into God knows where she is right now. I got you, Michelle Brownell. I got you. Listen, they could have brought her home a long time ago, Michelle. They could have brought her home a long time ago.
Why you always lying?
So I want to start right there, because as they talk about many of the atrocities that are known to happen in these Russian penal camps, this poor child. Come on, Den Darn, I'm gonna give it to you. Because at the end of the day, that right there, and I wanted to start with that for the express purpose of saying, let's put the prayers up, and I don't know. I feel like I don't know what kind of pressure we need to put on the peoples, but bring her home. And at the end of the day, I see you, Den Darn. Could it be? The devil. Baby, that ain't nothing but that old slimy devil and his twin brother Beelzebub. I tell you, I just am, my heart is going out. And as Michelle said,
why you always lying?
They could have been done, brought her home. So all of this deal making and deal breaking and negotiating with somebody's life as if their lives mean nothing. I'm just come on, Brittney, come forth, and Diablo go home. You better speak it, Cassandra. Speak those things that be not as though they are. At the end of the day, side eye. You're going to get side eye from me on this one, because, had she been from the other side, truck driver, she would have been home the same day she was arrested. And you better speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, So help me God. I just, you're not going to tell me if she had been of another persuasion and color that things would not have been very, very different. So this is the kind of thing, even on a national stage, that we still see the disparity about how things happen in these two different world systems for people of black and brown skin and for people that have other color skin. So I wanted to start with that this morning because I definitely, wherever she is and whatever's going on in her life, as they said, to have been missing since Friday, that all of this transacted on Friday. We allegedly, I don't believe that either. All the intelligence we have out here, we got intelligence everywhere. But y'all didn't know till Tuesday. That's what you want us to believe. And now here we are Thursday trying to figure out where this child is at and spinning another great tale. This gives us the opportunity to go out and be able to help this child. Have all the seats, have all the seats.
You shall not pass!
I'm not buying what you're selling. If you want to bring the child home, you can bring her home. If you want to know where the child is, you can find her. Quit playing and quit lying. So they think we're fools, then darn.
Why you always lying?
And so at the end of the day, we ain't buying what you're selling. We're not buying what you're selling. So I just want y'all to pay attention, please pay attention. And don't forget about this child just because she's not in the front pages of the news. The farther her story gets pushed to the back, the harder it is for her to get the justice that she needs, because out of sight, out of mind. So as we think about her on today, I want y'all to really, really give that some consideration. Know for sure she needs our prayers. She needs more than that. She needs to come home. But it is what it is. This is the country in which we live. And I just, I want to see something different. I really, really do. Now, I'm going to shift gears just a little bit. Whilst we slumbered, slept, and slobbered on the daily news. Somebody's talking to me. Let me get that real quick before I move on. Simply amazing. Even more than the racial undertone with this story, the NBA would handle this completely differently if it were LeBron or Shaq or anybody else I hear you, one of their top, because at the end of the day, Brittany was one of the top in the women's league. And so, this lack of care and appreciation that we have toward women and black women, I hear you screaming. I hear you talking. Simply amazing. Somebody is counting on us to forget BTD mom. I hear you. They don't want me going over there, so they better get her home. Come on, Stacy 546, as she goes cocked and loaded. I'm not mad at you, sis. All your weapons, lies, and deceit shall fail and burn, baby, burn. Come on, Disco Inferno. I know a little bit about that, Cassandra. Burn, baby, burn. So at the end of the day, there you go. Hell to the no. She ain't going to be out of mind. We'll keep her name loud. And that's exactly what I wanted to open this with this morning. I want to keep her name in the forefront of our minds so she does not just fade into the woodwork, because she's a life. She has precious life. And I don't want to see her just fall by the wayside. I appreciate y'all. And come on, we going to keep on praying. We're going to keep on believing. And I hope that we can do what we need to do to get her home. Some of those big names in the NBA, the black players, should say and do something as well. I'm going to talk about that a little bit, then darn, maybe from a different angle. Some of the stuff I want to talk about today, their voice is strong too. I hear you, then darn, I hear you. And Simply Amazing brings up a very valid point. The reason why our black NBA players don't have to go over there and deal with that is because they get paid. Now, in all honesty, I feel like there needs to be adjustment to what we pay entertainers to what we pay somebody like our teachers and instructors that are in the school system. I believe J. Trey is an instructor. I believe we know Dr. Dady Priest and her track record of 20 plus years, 22 plus years in education, and all of the other teachers that may be here. I believe Joanna G is in education as well. We somehow feel like for the entertainment that they bring to us to watch them throw, dribble, or play with the ball is so much more value than those that are actually pouring into our children and doing other worthwhile things. But nonetheless, they're getting paid what they're getting paid. So we don't see the NBA players as concerned, maybe, because this would not be them going to Russia to help make a living, because they don't have to, because of the pay disparity. So these are areas that we have to continue to talk about, is the pay disparity between how can they hire a 6'9" person? Come on here, Stacy. At the end of the day, come on. Oh, SK, come on with that. So these are disparities and issues that we still need to talk about. These are disparities that still need to be addressed. And whether it's you or I am my brother's keeper, we just keep pushing that. We keep pushing that idea. We just keep pushing that concept. We are one another's keepers. We cannot be, I'm sealed up in my comfortable house and who cares about you and what's going on with you? Because listen, on the turn of a dime, it could be you. And on the turn of a dime, if they wanted to make another reality for you, they can do that too. So, and this is my thing. Don't just do it because it could be you. Do it because it's right. When we start talking about justice, when we start talking about what is right, it's not just about if that shoe's not on my foot, I don't need to worry about it. No, ma'am, no, sir. Even if that shoe does not fit your foot, but it's cramping somebody else's toes, I need you to say so. I need you to open your mouth and say something. I need you to open your mouth and say something, because it's somebody's family and we're all in the lion's den connected. We are not disconnected. And that's the energy that I really want to speak against, if you will. And I went through a course where it talked about don't talk about what you're against, talk about what you're for. Don't talk about the con, talk about the pro, as far as how you're shifting energy. But I definitely want to just speak. I do speak against this disconnected, I'm not a part of you, you're not a part of me mentality. Come on, double spirit. There's my double portion in the room. Yes, double spirit is my moderator from Dr. Dady Priest. Come on in the room, sis. So much love to you. And listen, let me just say this. I've recently relocated to Texas, as many of you know. Double spirit, that barbecue I had on yesterday was just all right. Thank you for that recommendation. It was good. It was tasty. And listen, I tore it up, and it was a very good portion as well. So I want to say thank you for that, double spirit. Thank you for that recommendation. It was some good, tasty barbecue. Now, back to the topic. As a DJ, come on in here. Come on, DJ, that is, listen, if you're not following DJ, quick, Chiwigga ways. Come on out and follow my brother. So much mad love to you. I did enjoy it, double spirit. I did enjoy it. Thank you so much. Now, at the end of the day, I want us to send up the prayers. Salute to you. Salute to you. So much love coming to you. I want us to send up the prayers and understand it's not over. Now, I want to turn and shift gears a little bit for station identification, because listen, let me tell you, Michelle Brownell came in this morning and it was reported to me, y'all. It was reported to me that mama went home from the hospital yesterday. You better ask somebody. Hey! Come on in here. You better bless God. You better bless God, because mama's home. I love it. Miracles, signs, and wonders. bring my mama home. Miracles, signs and wonders. I love it. I love it. I love it. Those, come on, let them feet testify. I'm so glad to hear it, Michelle. And we speak hashtag MSW over your mama's body, from the crown of her head to the soles of her feet. God is a miracle working God, and he's a healer. And we speak healing over her body right now. Not now, but right now. Miracles, signs, and wonders. You better ask somebody. That's the way I feel up in here today. That's the way I feel up in here. That's what God is doing, y'all. He's doing it. Stay lifted. Come on. He's doing it, Fairly. Come on. He's doing it, Stacy. Miracles, signs, and wonders. Hey. Oh, don't. You know I can't mess with that too much. It starts doing something down in my shondo. Yes, Cassandra. Miracles. Y'all better shout like it was y'all. Miracles, signs, and wonders. Woo! Don't mess with me. Thank you for the biddies, SK. Thank you for those roaring biddies. Come on, Double Spirit. Get your praise on. Come on, Tall Pumps. Miracles, signs, and wonders. Hey. Mama. Yeah. Miracles, signs, and wonders. Woo, that's what I'm talking about. DJ, you know. Double Spirit, come on here. Now, this is what, I talk about my sister. And this, I'm telling y'all, this baby is anointed with your body. I'm trying to tell you. I'm talking about Michelle. She was speaking to me the other day, and let me tell you, I keep telling y'all how she's anointed and gifted when it comes to understanding the body and how the body works. So as they were out, it was reported to me, and she sent me a text laughing because I speak it over your life, Michelle, that you are getting ready to go so high and so far. God is elevating you and moving you to another place. I got tickled because as processes were going on, my sis had to come back and chuckle. She said, she'd already diagnosed the situation before the doctor even put it together. You understand what I'm saying? This baby is anointed. And I look at how God has given her the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding to understand the body's mechanisms and how they all work together. And while the doctors are out there trying to look stuff up on the internet, y'all ain't buying what I'm selling because I've seen it. While the doctors are out there trying to look stuff up on the internet, Michelle Brownell done already diagnosed it. You understand the words that are coming? Done already. Come on in here, Queen. Come on with that tambourine. Done already diagnosed it because God has just blessed her with that wisdom and that connection. Mother is a miracle worker. You ain't lying. Rebel. You are not. Mother is a miracle. I'm talking about Michelle. She is a miracle worker. The way that God uses her to help people's bodies be well and be healed. It's a gift. I know we got nurses out there. I know we have medical professionals out there. A lot of folk went to school and they tried to learn what they're trying to learn. But at the end of the day, this child has a gift of knowledge. I would almost say, Michelle, probably back in the day, you would have been a medicine woman in the tribe, in the village. We would have been going to Michelle. And listen, while some of y'all be like, listen, the knowledge that comes from God that we've had for centuries speaks for itself. And then you said, Michelle, I'm telling the truth. I ain't playing. You see folk like Michelle that just come with a natural understanding of how the body works and what you need and what to take. And how my hat's off to you, Michelle. My hat's off to you. Because listen, you what we need out here in the community. She's the real deal. That ain't no I learned it in a book. She's the real deal. God has gifted her and anointed her, and that ain't no joke. Sister had already, our village people are powerful. Come on with that. our village people are powerful. And I wish we could get back to that, Tall Pumps. You know, and as we talk about how things shifted, we used to have people like Michelle that had a gifting from God that we would go to. And how did that get taken away from us? By those from outside of our community coming in and learning the knowledge and the understanding that we had, taking it back, and then requiring you to get licenses to be able to operate in it. I said what I said. Shall I say it one more time for the people in the back? How did we lose that? We had the others coming into our communities to learn from our gifted and naturally talented, God-given medicine and medical workers, get that information, take it back, and then require licenses to be able to operate in it. I said what I said. And I meant what I said. And that's exactly what happened. So, you know, we've had a gifting in the village forever. We've had a gifting in the village since day one. And when I see people like Michelle, and yes, she has to go through the hoops. She's in school right now, y'all. When I see that she has to go through hoops, jump through hoops and everything else to operate in what God has given her as a God-given talent and gift and knowledge and understanding, I understand how the system broke it down. But at the end of the day, this baby is just naturally gifted by God. And you can't take that away from that child. You just cannot take it away from her. She's gifted. It's just the bottom line. She's gifted. And I wish that we would move more in this direction. And when we find folks like Michelle, she's in school, let's support her. You know, let's say, hey, Cash App. I have ain't no shame in my game. And this ain't nothing she asked for. But at the end of the day, she's that sister that'll be out there and has taken folks into her home, family and non-family alike, has gone out. I mean, and she doesn't ask me to say this and probably would prefer that I not. But listen, at the end of the day, she's the epitome of what we want to see in the village. And if she has to jump through hoops and go through all these changes to be able to do what she's naturally God-given and gifted to do, let's support her. Can I say that? That's how we're going to change things, you all. By finding people that actually are gifted and talented and anointed to do certain things and release them into their calling, support them so that they can do what needs to. She did, I felt it, Rebel, what needed to be done. Some of y'all don't know what I'm talking about, but those of you that did, she did what needed to be done. It's so different when you are gifted. Come on with that, stay lifted. It's so different when you're gifted. It surpasses what books can give you. Anointing can't touch formal education or skill. Come on here, stay lifted. She's the lifter of my head. Stay Lifted, by the way, just finished her doctorate as well. And kudos and congratulations to you. I just want you to go as far in life as God will take you. And there's no limit as far as I'm concerned. But you said it right there in a nutshell. It's so different when a person is gifted versus what they've read and learned out of a book. And I'm going to say it like this because, you know, I'm from Kansas City. And y'all know, come on with that Cash App tag. Somebody give me that Cash App tag. They asking for the Cash App. Please put it in there, Michelle, if you're able. And support. And she didn't ask for this, and I know she's the exact type person that will not ask for it, and she'll help everybody to her last dime. I'm telling you what I know, and not ask for a thing, and sit over there and listen. She can be down to her last, and she'll do without. Y'all, anybody that feels so inclined, we need that hashtag, Michelle. We need that. We need that pay. We need that Cash App. You're sowing into good ground. You're sowing into good ground. And I know this is not what she asked. And I know she's probably uncomfortable with me doing this. But I believe when you find somebody that's real, I believe when you find somebody that's genuine and honest, I believe when you find somebody that ain't playing no games and they're anointed by God, we need to support that thing. We need to support it. Everything that her hands touch, we need to support it because this is the real deal. This is the real McCoy. So come on with it. Come on with it. So stay lifted. I appreciate you for finishing all the way through your doctoral degree, and so much love coming to you. I want you to soar. I want you to fly high. And this is the day and time where we're coming forth like gangbusters, And come on, Simply Amazing. You better speak. May Michelle's gift make room for her and walk in that thing. Come on here. Y'all talking over here. And yes, I love it. This, come on. Y'all talking in here. This is how we build, Double Spirit. This is how we build. And KC's in the building. I see you. And I didn't know you were from KC as well, but KC's in the building. Ronzi in it for fashions. Come on in here, niece. Come on in here. That's my niece right there. So much mad love to you. Come through. King Coogee. That's my brother. Come on. That's my brother from another mother. He's been a day one in this channel. When you hear us say life, LYFE, love yourself first every day. That's from King Coogee, y'all. And he's been such a blessing to this stream and the Lion's Den. He's a streamer. And if you're not following King Coogee, quit your wicked ways, because he'll bless your whole life. Come on in here, my brother. It's good to see you. And I know you're here a lot more than you come in and speak. I do know that as well. But I'm always happy when you come in and say a little something. $ Michelle Lori Brown. That is the Cash App. Please, for everybody that feels so inclined. And if you can't do it today, but you want to just put it on the back burner and do it on a day when you can afford to do it, take that information down and bless a sister. Won't you do it? So at the end of the day, stay lifted. You say, I'm not quite done. You still have to defend your dissertation. Hopefully next year. Come on with that. I'm speaking into existence. This baby is a doctorate. She is a PhD, or whichever way she got it. We're speaking it. It's done. So at the end of the day, she's going to bless somebody else with it. Double Spirit. That's the way she flows. She has a heart for giving, and that's the true word. That's a truth, and the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Michelle, you know I love you, and anything I can do to support you on your journey, I want you to experience the same blessings that you give out. I want those blessings to come right back to you. And let me say this, and I'm going to shift gears from that, but I do want to stop. So many times, and I just saw John Studios. That's my brother. He is a streamer. And if you're not following John Studios, quit your wicked ways. Come on, he's going to bless your whole life. I promise you, he will. He is an angel. This is what I want us to learn in the community. Can I stop and say this? Let me just digress for a moment. Michelle is a giver. Michelle Brownell is a giver. But this is one thing. John Studios is a giver. He absolutely positively is. He's a giver. But this is one thing I want us to learn in the village. When somebody's blessing you, bless them back. You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, and not tit for tat. Not Miss Robin. Thank you for that resub, my sister. So much mad love to you. Come on in here. Mad love. When somebody blesses you, bless them back. They don't have to ask. If Michelle Brownell is a blessing, bless her. If John is a blessing, bless him. If Dr. Dady is a blessing, bless. You understand? We're shifting the gears in the Lion's Den, where it's no longer about me, myself, I, and mine, us four, and no more. It's about the village and about being a blessing to the whole village. So these are some beautiful people that come in the Lion's Den, and they don't ask for a thing, but they're out here doing what it is that we're pushing in the Lion's Den to do. Let's support one another on the journey. You heard Stay Lifted 2021. She's still on her journey to her doctorate, but she's almost done, just needs to defend her dissertation. Listen, let me tell you about a doctoral degree. It costs money. Please go out to Stay Lifted and support her in her endeavor. And I'm telling you, good people, and I had to learn, let me do some vetting, let me do some checking out. But at the end of the day, we're talking about good folk. And please, these some good folk in the house. Be a blessing to them. You know I love you. I love you. Michelle, I just looked up and saw that. I love you. Barbara Hardy, my These Are They friends. I love you, sis. So much mad love coming to you. And I tell you what, I love me some her, and she's going, whatever the weather, my girl is together. Just please believe it. Whatever the weather, Barbara Hardy is together. I love me some you. Thank you for coming in here. Miss Lynn, I see you. Come on in here, sis. So much love to you. And thank you for following John John. Anybody that's not following John John Studios, please go out there and do it. Click that follow button, click that. And as a matter of fact, I must be having station identification right here, and that's okay. But listen, I'm going to take this to another screen so y'all can see me just a little bit better. Christmas is coming. Love Over Hate collection. This is the Rebel ink right here that I'm wearing today, y'all. This is the Love Over Hate collection. So you getting ready to get some Christmas shopping done, go on out there to the rebelink.com. Yes, I'm having commercials right now. Go on over to the rebelink.com and get you some. This is the Love Over Hate collection. It's a whole collection. She's got the black collection. Y'all ain't buying what I'm selling. She got Freedom Isn't Free. She got a little bit of everything out there. Y'all go out there and get you some. She'll bless your whole life. Now that I had my station identification, honey, Barbara Hardy is always a fashion party, Cassandra. You better believe it. That's why I love me some her. Now, she's a good person. I love her because she's a good person. But I really love the fact that I don't care when you see Barbara Hardy, baby, she gonna be laid. She gonna be laid. She comes to slay. She said, I didn't come to play. I came to slay. I love it. I love it when the sisters come to slay. It just blesses me. And the brothers too. Can I say that? But listen, because so many times in the sisterhood, we go through so much, and we have so much struggle with self-esteem and putting ourselves together and just stepping out there like we just fell off the runway. I love it. I love it, Barbara. And I love the energy that you bring every time you come out the door. So come on, coming soon, Rebellies. With fur. Oh my goodness. Thank y'all for, as one of the old mothers used to say, thank you for enduring me in my folly. But I had to stop for just station identification. And I had to talk on my sister and the blessing that she got. Now listen, I knew it was going to be a good day. You waiting for the tanks? I knew it was going to be a good day. Listen, let me tell y'all, before I even came on the stream this morning, I must be getting old because, you know, I'm just everywhere. I came on the stream this morning and I was finishing up my laundry. The one and only Keisha Key 36. Come on in here. That's my sunshine. Come on in, sis. So much mad love to you. I was doing my laundry this morning. I'm telling you how the Lord doesn't bless. And I'm notorious for, I try not to carry money because I'm notorious for putting money wherever. I've been out preaching services and conferences, and people walk up to me and they hand me money and I just stick it in my Bible or whatever and forget about it. And but I'm gonna tell you how the Lord works on that. Just when I need it, I'll be doing something and move my Bible over, and out falls $100 bill. Y'all think I'm playing, but I'm telling what God loves. That's the truth. And so this morning I was doing my laundry. I'm trying to tell you how the Lord is blessing me right now. I was doing my laundry this morning, and I shook all my clothes out and was putting them away, and lo and behold, 20s. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? 20s start falling out. I said, look at God. Plural, John, plural. 20s start falling out my laundry. Give me them bennies. I'm telling you, I said, look at God. Make it rain, y'all. Listen, you understand the words coming out of my mouth? Simply amazing. I was like, you know what? When the first one fell out, I said, what? When I said, and it just kept raining. I said, Lord God, today, do you need God to fix it? Happy Thursday, Psalmist 4. Happy Thursday. billboard went in. Barbara, those aren't just kind words. It's the truth, sis. It's not just kind words for you, sis. It's the truth. You don't know how many people down through the years been watching you, and you've been a representation of what glory needs to look like. You really have. You've been a representation, and mad love to you, sis. Now, that I'm telling you, the Lord is blessing right now, folks. The Lord is blessing. It's all kind of miracles, signs, and wonders going on in the Lion's Den this morning. So listen, I don't care what you need from the Lord. Just know that God's got God's got a blessing with your name on it. And with that, we're going to keep on moving. Now, while we talking about God's got a blessing with his name on it, now, ATL, y'all talk to me, because it's reported to me that yes, Ludacris is out here and he's decided he wants to be a restaurateur. Honey, it was manna from heaven. Stay lifted. It was manna. Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth? It was manna from heaven in my laundry baskets. You better ask somebody. When that money failed, do you understand, Keisha Key? Listen, look for it. There's a blessing on the way to you. There's a blessing on its way to you, Miss Lynn. Receive it. Now, Ludacris is out here and he's decided that he's fascinated after all the other ventures that he's done. He's decided that he really wants to do something with the restaurant. Now, he had one that he did, and I understand that it did not last. It did fail. However, he said, if at first you don't succeed, try again. So after owning the restaurant that shut down, I love how they had to say that first. I love how they just had to put that out there first. Psalmist 4, if I didn't speak to you, good morning to you, love. And this is one of the most awesome moderators out here in the streets. I love me some you. Thank you for being here. And if I didn't speak to you earlier, my apologies. But now... as I understand, Chicken and Beer is now one of the busiest that's at ATL, and he's now getting ready to move it to LAX. And the potentiality they're saying is off the charts. Now, anybody in ATL, anybody in the ATL, have y'all had this Chicken and Beer, that Chicken Plus Beer that they're saying is one of the busiest anywhere, and brother is making bank, and he's now getting ready to move out and expand to LAX. So now he saw that whatever he did out there in the area of brick and mortar didn't work. So he did what he did with that, but then moved that thing to the airport. And now I guess he is now targeting, he's made such an impact at ATL. He's now going to LAX, and that might be his thing. And so what do we take away from that? Maybe sometime location. Maybe sometime you don't make it in the particular area and arena in the location where you are. Maybe you need to rethink the locations that you begin to service. So I love the fact that he shifted. And, you know, Dr. Dady says it like this: pivot past the discord. I don't hear nobody from ATL talking to me, so I'm going to assume maybe ATL hasn't had any of this. I know I got some ATL in here. So at the end of the day, this is what I do like, that wow. And again, I felt some kind of way that they had to bring up the first restaurant that shut down. Why did that have to be the opening phrase? Why couldn't they start with Chicken and Beer spot to top of the one in the airports after owning? You know, we could have just shifted that thing around. But no, we had to say that he had one that shut down first. So you know that there was a failure. But what did we say on yesterday? It's a way to pivot. What did we say on? You're always looking for good food at the airport, Ronzi. Well, come on through. If you're in Atlanta, it's already established, and he's opening a new one at LAX. So just look for that. Chicken Plus Beer, and know that it's owned by Ludacris. Go out there. He pivoted. You understand? Luda pivoted. And I love it. I want to take this idea and this concept that you don't have to throw in the towel just because the first one failed and shut down. Now, yesterday I did a reading from Bishop Yvette Flunder, and what did she say and what did we talk about? Don't just show the beauty, show your flaws and your scars too. Show your flaws and your scars too. I'm going to go there with the way they chose to put the phrasing here after owning a restaurant. Well, since that shut down, since they decided to put that first, let's look at this concept. If at first you don't succeed, come through with that. Try and try again. The idea that just because this one didn't quite work out, you ain't seen the last of me. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. So please take this. And this is one of the things that Bishop Flunder was saying in what she shared. Don't just show what everybody wants to applaud and clap for. Show the other side as well. Show the flaw. Show the failure. Show the catastrophes. Show the cataclysmic error, I think was one of the phrases that she used. And I think this gives people the idea and the understanding I can do it too. And I think this is an area that is lacking a lot of times, where all they hear is the glory, but they don't know the backstory. You understand what I'm saying? All they see and hear is the glory, but they don't know the backstory. I'm saying this purposely because here in the Lion's Den, y'all know how we roll. We are the change. We are the change. So I don't want you that may have been like, oh my goodness, it shut down. That first one, it shut down. And listen, no. And this is one thing. I love biography and I love autobiographies even more, because one thing that I'll tell you is a common refrain: failure before the win. Even if you look at KFC, how many failures did Colonel have before failure before the win? But we always hear win, 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 win. And so when the failure knocks on our door, which is nothing more than a part of our learning experience, when the failure knocks on our door, we throw in the towel. And too many times, listen, some of y'all need to just shut up and stop talking, because so many times when the failure happens, all of this talking outside your head, all of this talking outside into your ear that wants to talk about you and put you down. And well, see, I told you it wasn't going to, all of this. Shut the voices out. Shut it out. Go back and regroup. Get a vision. Without a vision, the people perish. Write the vision and make it plain. Make sure you're clear on your direction. And then go for the gusto. Go for the gusto. All in. And then when you win, don't be afraid to talk about your learns. And, you know, we said this months and months ago. Understand that there are no losses. The L, we got the win column, we got the L column, which is your learn column. It's not your loss column, it's your learn column. But don't be afraid to share what you learned with others that may be on the journey. Don't be scared. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be, baby. Listen, I can tell you something. I've seen some things. I've done some things. I've been some things. I can tell you, even as I shared on the other week, and again, not being braggadocious about my acting out behavior, but you talk about bullying. I understand bullying. I was a bully. And some people be like, no, it couldn't, baby. I was a bully. Ask any of my classmates that was in elementary school with me. I was a bully. I'm not bragging about that, because that really, I'm telling you, it was an acting out behavior. It was a scream and a cry for help. It really was. But at the end of the day, I don't have problems sharing that. And ultimately what happened even on Friday, as I came and had the opportunity to share my experience, to then open the door for truck driver to come in and share his experience, then we see a whole change of trajectory, because it's not just the shiny stuff and the wins that we want to hear about. People need to understand and hear, been there, done that, but delivered, been there, done that and failed, been there, done that and tried again and won, however long it takes you to make that try and try again. But don't allow the idea that something didn't work the first time, or that you need to go back and tweak something a little bit to make it be what you want it to be. So clear to people that are watching. Show the scars with the stars. You understand what I'm saying? Show the scars with the stars, because it took something to get to the stars. And I can almost guarantee you, as I said, in autobiographies and biographies, there were some scars attached to that as well. Let's get this thing really, really in a place of balance so that we can let the people in the village know you can do it. And listen, if we fail, let the village come and undergird those individuals and help them get up and get back again, start again. You know, don't just kick the people while they're down. We're building a totally different kind of village. You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. We're building a totally different kind of village, and we ain't rolling like our predecessors have rolled before. So at the end of the day, we have to change our perspective on what failure is. You have to fall sometimes, but it will never be the same the next time because you know better and you can do differently. Come on with that, queen. Come on with that, queen. You better speak that. You better speak that. I love it. I love it. I love it. And this is what, as we're rebuilding the community, and in some ways we're actually starting new communities that didn't exist before. Because listen, we're building some things that never were before. As we come into this mindset of how we can build better, how we can build stronger, the village that we want to see, let's take these things into consideration and say, okay, let's do this a little bit differently. I hear you, Queen. A lot of people don't want to hear about the failure that eventually makes you stronger, but you have to stand in your truth. I love that. Come on and talk in here, Queen. Come on and talk in here. I appreciate that. Miss Lynn, we all have fallen, but you don't stay there. You pick yourself up. I feel like I've been through this, but for God, through hell. Let me see that. I'm trying to read past I got all my little helps up here. I can't see. You've been through hell. Let me read that correctly. But God has picked me right on up, and you thank and praise him for it every day. Come on with that, Miss Lynn. And I want to give you applause. I love it. I love it. And Miss Lynn, it's testimonies like that as we go out and talk to we talked about what are we giving to our Gen Zers? We've got to give our Gen Z something. And when they can hear that kind of dialogue, that kind of conversation, that kind of transparency, and that kind of realness, we're depositing something in them that can give them strength for tomorrow. And I love that. Come on, SK8843. We're creating community. That's what we're doing. We are creating community. And I'm applauding Ludacris for saying, okay, what else can I do and how else can I do it? Come on. So at the end of the day, I hear you, Ronzi, honey. Queen is coming through. Queen is coming through. She's talking some talk up in here and walking some walk up in here. I love it. I love it. How can we ever learn without failure, Stacy? Come through, come through, come through. You know, you play X number of games, you're not going to win. You're not going to make a home run every time you go to bat. You're not going to make a home run every time you go to bat. You're not going to make a touchdown every time you get the ball. Your job is to read your assignment, do what you do, and run with it. Execute it to the best of your ability. You may get tackled. You may lose some yardage. Am I talking to anybody? You might strike out. But guess what? There's another at bat. And even if you don't win their game, there's another game coming. So this idea of being tenacity, my grandfather used to preach, and he used the term bulldog tenacity. I want you to have bulldog tenacity, because there's the reality that you can take a bulldog and give them something and get that thing in their mouth, and that bulldog will not let go. That bulldog is not going to release that thing. And so my grandfather, many, many times when he would preach, he would use that terminology. I need you to have bulldog tenacity. And I want to speak that into the Lion's Den today, even after looking at this story of Ludacris and how he's expanding himself. And he's found a market in airports. The market obviously wasn't on the streets of Atlanta, but the market is in Atlanta airports. The market is in Los Angeles, LAX airport. Find your market. Find your niche or your niche, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Find it and tap into it, and then get your bulldog tenacity. Even if we talk about, and if he was coming from a Bible text, the idea, I will not let you go till you bless me. I will not let you go until you bless my soul. I'm just not going to let you go. I'm just not going to do it. Bodacious and tenacious, work all your jellies. Come on with that, Cassandra. Bodacious, come on, and tenacious, work all of your jellies. So, and your gift will make room for you. I promise you, your gift will make room for you. Just don't get weary in well doing, because you're going to reap if you don't faint. That's the key. If you don't faint, you got to keep pushing. And even if you're not the front headliner, find somebody that you align yourself with them and push them. Hear me when I say that. Even if you're not the headliner, find somebody that's in the area and the arena that you can support and push them. Be a part of that team. Come on, teamwork makes the dream work. It doesn't always have to be about, I'm the one that's in the limelight. I'm the one that's in the forefront. I'm the one that the people are going to see. Get yourself into an alignment and push the person behind you. I came up and I was very close to, we had a musical department that we called, there was a local level, then there was a jurisdictional level, which is the state. There would be a whole bunch of all the churches in a particular state within that reformation. And I was blessed to assist the leader of the choir. Now, at the end of the day, and people don't understand my commitment to her and my loyalty to her even to this day. It was because of her I was able to have hands-on direct with the Clark sisters. It was because of her, Timothy Wright, Douglas Miller. I can just go down the line, y'all. I can just go to Andraé Crouch. That was one of my earliest ones. I was a teenager and I was given the opportunity to serve with Andraé Crouch and the Disciples, Shirley Caesar, you name it, the O'Neill twins. I can go on down the line and just go and go and go and go. It was because of her that she gave me that opportunity. Now, what I will say is this. I learned how to find my place and push her. And my thing was, if I can make her look good, we all look good. You understand what I'm saying? It's not about me, myself, I, and mine. It's about if I and when the opportunity to have a shoe thrown at me by Maddie Moss Clark. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing, the doors and the opportunities, Mr. Clean. I mean, I'm telling you, I can go down the line. Y'all can name all kind of folk. James Hall, worked with him. I can go all the way down the line, and this ain't no made up stuff. I'm telling you real reality that I've had the opportunity. Vashawn Mitchell, when he was just coming out, it was awesome. It was fun. I was able to teach one of the songs that I did in that conference. And I'm telling you, I love it. I love it. I love it. The opportunity came because of my mentor. The opportunities came because of my mentor. And when I tell you I aligned myself to, listen, we'd be up singing a song. She didn't know the words to she. Let me tell you, and this is when you support. I'm talking about supporting. You don't have to be the front person. Support the person in the lead. So she always made sure if I wasn't directing the song, because a lot of the time she didn't even direct the choir. I directed the choir. So a lot of times when she would get up and she was directing, she made sure to position me in a space and place that she could see me head on, because sometimes I'd be feeding her the words. She didn't remember the words, and it's okay. She didn't have to remember the words. She had me. Come on, blessed to be with these. That's how I got connected to These Are They. Come on here, Cassandra. You better speak that talk with Patti LaBelle because of Barbara Hardy and These Are They. These ain't, listen, Barbara Hardy, she's a whole force to be reckoned with all by herself. A lot of people, they saw These Are They, but they didn't know the forces that were behind These Are They, and that would be Barbara Hardy and others. To have the opportunity to work with individuals that carry weight in the field. You understand what I'm saying? So that when these opportunities are given, Praise God. But you got to learn how. Simply Amazing knows I'm not lying. My sisters know I'm not. This ain't no made up stuff. And I don't go through the name dropping thing trying to get somebody. Ooh, look at her. Listen, at the end of the day, you just show up and they'll know where you been. Just show up. They'll know where you been. Just show up. They'll know who you are. You ain't got to go out there and toot your horn. You ain't got to go out there and do. But I'm telling you, when I worked with her, and her name is Linda Cofield, I don't have no problem saying it. I give her props because, listen, she opened so many awesome big stage doors for me. I'm telling you, she opened so many doors for me. And that's where my loyalty lies and always will, because she opened that door. It didn't matter if I had to stand there and feed her the words to the song. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. People don't have to know. People don't have to see. People don't. But we had a connection and we knew how to work. She's an icon. Anybody that knows her, come on. She's an icon. If you in the music arena, especially in Kansas City, but this woman is known nationally, she's an icon. So to have that opportunity to be the support, I'm not the person in front. I'm not trying to run her down. I'm not trying to run her over. I'm not trying to take her job. I'm here to support her. Understand that. And when she comes out looking and sounding and moving in an awesome way, baby, she always knew. She didn't know she could depend. And she knows right now to this day, she can depend on me. If she needs something, she going to pick up that phone and call. She know Regina going to be right there because I'm loyal to her for the opportunities that she has given me. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I look and I say to us, you don't always have to be the front person. Sometimes you just need to support the person that's in charge and help them run their game. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it will bless you. When I tell you getting to see contracts, we're getting ready to bring in such and such an artist, getting ready to being able to see contracts, being able to deliver contracts, being able to explain. You understand there's so much more than just standing up here waving my arms in front of a choir and a choir doing what I tell them to do. Listen, Keisha Key, loyalty goes a long way. Please believe it. Loyalty goes a long way. Loyalty. And I'll say this, if I needed anything from Linda right now, I could probably ask her for it and bam, there it is. So that is just loyalty goes a long, long way. When we begin to understand this in the community and we begin to build from this, and thank you for that, Ronzi. I appreciate the encouragement to shine. And I'm not, please believe, I'm not saying this. Come on, John P. Key, the Pace Sisters, and say, SK, you know, we, all of them, the names that y'all want to get excited about. What's my baby that honey, he passed away. James, God don't need no matches. He's fire out by himself. The many, many years I worked with him hands on directly. James Moore. I mean, at the end of the day, I appreciate these opportunities. It was James Moore. God don't need no matches. He's fire out by himself. So, you know, I appreciate all of these opportunities. I appreciate all of these chances to do. Come on, you worked with her at the doctor's office. Love her, Michelle. She's a sweetheart. And everybody in Kansas, you can listen, anybody go Kansas City metropolitan area and surrounding and say Linda Cofield, you're going to get mad respect. You're going to get mad respect because that's just, she rolls like that. To be that person, to be her protege, if you will, and have that opportunity to be mentored at that level. That's takeaway that I won't ever forget. It'll always be so deep in my life, so deep in my heart, in my roots. But what am I saying all this for? I'm really not trying to toot my horn. I'm trying to talk about finding a way to support others. You don't have to be the one that's in front. And in some instances, you don't need to be the one that's in front. You just need to go. You just need to go behind and make sure everything's is flowing. You just need to, and that's not being. I can't tell you how many people. Oh, she's brown nosing. She's a flunky. She's this. She's that. She's the other. Say what you want to say. And some. Can I tell y'all something? Some folk that come at you with that kind of energy. That kind of energy is coming at you because they're jealous. I said what I said. Sometimes that kind of energy is coming at you because they are jealous. So I want you to get this idea of how you flow, how you operate, the way that you move. Again, if you're the head and you're coming out with something, run that thing and be tenacious about it to the very, very nth degree. But at the end of the day, I also want you to have, for those that say, I don't have a bag that I'm out here doing, find yourself somebody and align to them. Can you do that for me? Find yourself and align to them and work your jelly. Lend everything that you have. Lend everything that you've got, just like it was yours. Can I say that? Don't go up in somebody else's business. Don't go into some other place and then come in raggedy. You operate in your friend's business, your sister's business, your brother's business, whoever, wherever. You go in that business and you operate in that like it's yours. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be slacking off. Don't be, you know what I'm saying? Don't steal resources. And when I say that, I'm not talking about going in and thievery. I'm talking about you chilling and you sliding and you gliding. No offense, Sassy Cassie. You going in and you sliding and gliding and just lollygagging around. No, treat that business like it's yours. When you go in as support it. Don't come in raggedy. Support it with everything you have. Support it as if it's yours, because it is. Take ownership even when you're not the owner. Did you hear what I said? Take ownership. DJ Roll'em, come on in here. So much mad love coming to you. Another streamer in the house. Please follow. Take ownership like it's yours, because it is. It really, really is. You're a part of that. And I want you, when you listen, when the state choir, when they stood up and said Kansas City State Choir and everybody was ranting and raving, my chest stuck out. When they said Linda Cofield, my chest stuck out. Why? Because at the end of the day, I have ownership in that. Do you understand what I'm saying? I have ownership in that. So this is the place, as we're building the village and we're building it back stronger, we've got to really come to a place where we understand, even as I said, it takes nothing away from me to say, let's stop this morning and put Michelle Brownow's Cash App in there. That ain't taking nothing away from me. If Michelle can go farther because we supported her, why wouldn't we do that? If John Studios can go farther because we're supporting John, why wouldn't we do that? If Rebel, come on, love over hate, let me put it in there again. If Rebel can go farther because we're supporting Rebel, why wouldn't we do that? We are not in competition. Let me come on out of slumber, slept and slobber, because I done turned gears. I done turned the corner. Why wouldn't we do that? Why wouldn't we do that? Because the more I can invest in you, and you will get a return on your investment, even if it's just supporting somebody and being loyal to somebody and giving your best and the best that you can do for somebody, you will get a return on that investment. Why would we not support one another and stop seeing each other as competition? One reason is in the room. That's my Archbishop from Twitch, y'all. He's in the room. So much mad love for you, my brother. If you're not following one reason, quit your wicked ways, because he will bless your whole entire life. I promise you he will. So much mad love coming to you. We're not in competition, Ronzi. There's enough sunshine for everybody. There's enough sunshine for everybody to get some. You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? There's enough sunshine for everybody to get some. I don't have to come get your sunshine. And we talked about it on yesterday. For all these parents that want to steal your children's shine, there's enough sunshine for everybody. So as we move and as we operate and as we're transitioning into another space and another place, I want us to pay attention. Pay attention. The community is rising up, but we're rising up together. Listen, I'm going to tell you, for those that haven't seen The Woman King yet, you're doing yourself a disservice. But at the end of it, listen, when I tell you BTD mom in the movie theater was standing up, going forth on Rise Up. I loved it. I loved it. Ain't no shame in our game. Because at the end of the day, that's exactly what we're doing. Rise up, baby. When I tell you she was all over, baby, and wasn't no shame in her game. She was all over the place. She was all over the place. She went forth and baby, you would have thought baby was in heaven. She went forth while we were there in the theater. Mother didn't care, because at the end of the day, she heard a word that resonated down in her spirit. Rise up. And that's what we're saying to the village. Rise up. Please, please, please hear me. It's time for us to rise up and go forth. Come on here. And I just want you to know the blessing of seeing her so openly and so actively and so unashamedly, because she felt that thing down in her shondo. It's time for us to gather the village together and rise up. That's what we're doing right now, y'all. It's time to, come on, Stacy, come on, Ronzi. It's time for us to rise up. So come on, you were blessed to see The Woman King this weekend, your granddaughter and her mom with you. And yes, we rise. That's what my girl Maya said. And still I rise. I love it, y'all. Now, as we talk about what we're giving, this is what we need to pass to our Gen Zers. This is what we need to pass to Gen Z, and we need to operate in it for ourselves. But by all means, this is what we need to pass to our Gen Z. Rise up. Do not let them don't stay down where they can put their knee on your neck. The only way they can get their knee on your neck is you got to be lying down on the ground. Did I say something right there? The only way they can put their knee on your neck is that you've got to be down on the ground. I want you to rise up. Do you understand the words that I'm saying? If I rise up, you can't put your knee on my neck. Am I talking to anybody in here? Now, this is what I want us to give. This is what I want us to translate. This is what I want us to speak into our Gen Zers, and speak it into yourself. Rise up. Now, this last one, truck driver, listen, truck driver sent this to me. Oh, before I go there, I do want to let y'all know, because you know Viola Davis is my girl. Viola done signed on to another one that she's going to also be directing. So listen, she done moved on up and she said, listen, we not just starring in movies, baby. I'm getting ready to direct some movies. So I want to just give you this heads up, because I'm going to say it once more and again. If you have not seen Woman King, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? Please let it bless you. Go forth, y'all. I see y'all talking over here. Go forth. Real talk, because you put your all into this company when someone else owned it, and now you're come on, truck driver. Did y'all hear what truck driver said? He put everything he had into the company that he was working for when someone else owned it. And this is a true story. He told me about it and shared this with me when it happened. And when the owner got ready to make some moves, he made them 100% owner of the company. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Come through through, truck driver. Come through. That's what I'm talking about. When you put your all in somebody else's company, and then when it's time for them to make that transition and they make you 100% owner of the company that you put your all in, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you for those roaring biddies, SK8843. Good morning, Fifi Turn B. Come on in here. So much love to you. Greetings to you as you come in. Do y'all understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? If you just get up and do and give and be your best, there is a return on your investment. Truck driver wasn't working somebody else's trucking company and being and doing the best that he could so that he could own it. He was just doing that because that's who he is and that's the way he rolls. But as he invested himself in somebody else's company, it positioned him to now be the 100% owner of the company. Am I talking to anybody in here? That's what I'm talking about. Now, I'm getting ready to shift gears, but before I do that, I do want to give, honey, any kind of information I can put about Viola Davis is my girl. Viola Davis got my heart, y'all. I love me some her. This woman right here, she done blessed my whole shondo. I ain't even playing. She done blessed my whole entire shondo. I love me some her. So just be on the lookout. Action thriller G20 is coming out, and my understanding is she's not only directing her role in this particular show, movie, she's gonna be the president. Y'all know I'm real happy about that. She's gonna be the president. You know I love it. You know I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you for those roaring biddies, SK8843. I love me some you, girl. Thank you so much. Now this here, I want to touch on this and we're going to get up out of here. I'm turning the corner and let's just have a little bit of chit chat and then we're going to be on time going over to the Rebel Inc. Truck driver put this in and when I tell you it blessed my whole shondo. Let me see. I got to find it real quick. It blessed my whole shondo. News from Views. And I got what you got in there, Tall Pumps. I was going to show it. I'll show it tomorrow. But I want to get this and we're going to get up out of here because I want to be on time getting over to Rebel's house. And we're going to be a blessing over there. I want to give your story more time, Tall Pumps, and we'll come back to it. Thank you for those roaring biddies. I appreciate you, Rebel. So much love coming to you. Now, truck driver put this in. This blessed me, y'all. This blessed my whole shondo. And I want to share this with you and make sure I get the right one queued up here. No, that ain't the one. We're going to talk about some buck breaking because listen, there's some of that going on even as we speak as well. But that's not where I want to go right now. That's not it. Now, at the end of the day, we're talking about Gen Z. And Gen Z is doing their thing. They're coming out like gangbusters. I appreciate all that they are doing. Truck driver, I'm looking. No, that ain't the one that I want. I should have had it queued up here. This story is about a little boy. And the little boy does something phenomenal that I want us to carry in our hearts when we're talking about, I think I may have it. Come on. Okay, here we go. I want you all to hear this story. This just blessed me. And we're talking about what the kids are doing in this hour. I want more of this. I want more of this. I want more of this. And I'm going to push this up so you can hear it. And I'm going to get over here. Let me share my screen. And I may let it roll twice so y'all can get the fullness of it. And here we go.
Tight enough so that when Melvin began showing up to school with some shoes which were showing their age, other kids took notice and began saying unkind things about it. His buddy Romello took notice of that, and he decided to do something about it.
So, asked my saved up my allowance. I asked my mom, could she take me to the shoe store to get Melvin some shoes? And I got Melo some shoes, and the next day I came there and I gave it to him.
And when Melo told me he did this with his allowance, it touched my heart and almost came to tears. So I decided just to take a picture and share it with the world.
And here it is, that picture worth at least 1,000 words, 3 of which might be friendship, kindness, and gratitude. Are pretty tight, these two. Tight enough so that when Melvin began showing up to school with some shoes which were showing their age, other kids took notice and began saying unkind things about it. His buddy Romello took notice of that, and he decided to do something about it.
So, asked saved up my allowance. I asked my mom, could she take me to the shoe store to get Melvin some shoes? And I got Melvin some shoes, and the next day I came there and I gave it to him.
And when Melo told me he did this with his allowance, it touched my heart and almost came to tears. So I decided just to take a picture and share it with the world.
And here it is, that picture worth at least 1,000 words, 3 of which might be friendship, kindness, and gratitude. Are pretty.
Now, beloved, let me just say, that right there. That right there. Yes, yes, and yes again. Now, I feel like this. That child probably has some real remarkable parents. And at the end of the day, for this child's heart, for this child's mind, and this child's energy, number one, not just to love his friend, share goodness with the world. Come through with that, BTD mom. I love it too, Stacy. This is the generation that we're raising. Thank you for those roaring biddies. Who did that? Shelly Thunder. Thank you for those roaring biddies. I appreciate you. Miss Robin, thank you for the resub. BTD Mom, thank you for the roaring biddies. I appreciate you all. You guys are just a blessing. I appreciate you so much. Z Lady C, thank you for the resub. I appreciate you so much, sis. Mad love coming to you. While everyone is talking about chasing a bag, this young man is rich where it really counts. Come on. I appreciate you all. Z Lady C, I appreciate you. DJ Varmar, there's my brother. So much mad love to you. Thank you for those roaring biddies. I appreciate you. Come on in here. So much mad love to you. I appreciate all of you all that are giving. If there's if there's a hype train going on, I don't see it, but I appreciate you all for your giving. And please know, I appreciate you. Much love and blessings to you. This is what I want to see. This is the world I want us to build. This is the village that I want us to nurture and grow and grow and grow. Thank you so much for those roaring biddies, Z Lady C. I appreciate you. I want us to grow that, what we saw this little boy do. And as we see his own allowance money, he didn't ask mama, he didn't ask daddy, he didn't ask somebody to get this baby. After seeing the need, and can I come here for a second? When you see a need, y'all, in the village, let's stop making people have to ask. I said what I said. When you see a need in the village, let's stop making people have to ask. Because listen, I recognize some of us are just prideful or proud enough. We're not going to ask you. I'm going to say this. It was a selfless act of love. It was absolutely, Shelly Thunder, a selfless act of love. I can promise you, Michelle Brownell could need something, and I'm just using her as an example because I've been picking on her all day long. Michelle Brownell could need something. She's not going to ask you. It's not her way. Can I say it like that? It's not the way she rolls. She's going to help everybody, but she's not going to say, I have a need. This is where I'm trying to encourage us, and particularly, don't wait till somebody has a need. Just bless them. If the Lord puts it on your heart, just bless them. And by all means, if you see a need, just bless them. Whatever you can do, just bless them. You know, she ain't asked me. Don't have to ask you. Just bless them. And these are the type of people. Come on, this is some Jesus love up in here, Queen Shanna. This is some Jesus love up in here. I'm talking about the real love. When you get to this point, that young brother is a lion. I see you, SK. That young brother is a lion. When you get to the point where you sense a need, you see a need, and you can meet the need, why do we feel like we got to let the folk be all the way beat down to zero, nothing, come crawling, snotting and crying, no. Let's begin to embrace one another in the space and the place where we can meet needs as we're able to meet them. That may even be a matter of directing somebody in a direction where that need can be met. Maybe I cannot meet your need. Maybe I don't have the resources personally. But if I know where you can go to get the resources, pass that information on. That's one of the things I want us to have, a database in the village where we can know where the resources are, because there are many times there are resources out there, but we don't hear about them. We don't get told about them. We don't know where they are. Do you understand what I'm saying? We need a database where we can actually say, hey, boom, go here, boom, go there. Or when needed, boom, I'm here. I'm here for you. I want to hear the community start saying with a resounding resilience and some zesto. I want to hear the community start saying, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. So this little boy, what we saw him do by taking his own allowance, and again, I'm going to give kudos to his parents, even though I don't know him. But somebody raised that baby right. His mama, his grandma, his daddy, whoever, his grandpa, somebody raised that boy right. Good morning. Who's in here? Z Lady C, so much love to you. You come in giving. I appreciate you and I bless you, my sister. Pressed down, shaking together, running over back to you, my sister. So much love. Can we please, Ronzi, can we please? So at the end of the day, this is the point where we come to, how are we restructuring the village? How are we changing things? Just like that little lion did. That was a lion's move right there. And then this is the part, and I'm out of here because we got to be at Rebels at 9 o'clock. I want us to take that attitude. Y'all laughing at my friend? You're talking about my friend? No, ma'am, no, sir. And I'm not going to take it up with you. I'm going to fix the condition because that's my friend. You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? We're not getting ready to go back and forth, toe to toe, argue, fight, squabble. Y'all laughing at my friend. You're talking about my friend. I'm going to take away the reason. I'm going to remove the condition. And then we're going to walk in here like the kings that we are. You know what I'm saying? We're going to walk in the door like the ancestors opened it, with new shoes. I got shoes. You got shoes. All God's children got shoes. You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? That's the way this village is being built. That's the way this village is rolling. And I want us to take that to heart. So as we get up out of here, I'm going to read what truck driver said. And please believe, all God's cheering God's shoes. You understand Psalms 4? All God's cheering God's shoes. Not you got 20 pair and getting ready to go another pair while your neighbor is being laughed and talked about. Y'all ain't buying what I'm selling, but I'm telling what God loves, and that's the truth. So, this is the way we roll. And we don't need to post on social media. Come on, Shanna. Come on. We don't need to do all of this media content about what we did. And this is why a lot of people will not ask for help or accept it. And you said a mouthful right there, Queen. You said a mouthful right there. You ain't got to blast it on social media. And some of y'all, when you got your camera ready showing what you did for whom, that ain't nothing but a photo op. Did you hear what I said? You got your camera ready and you're taking pictures and blasting it out there. That ain't nothing but a photo op. Don't get it twisted. I said what I said. And in those cases, it's really about you. It's not about them. Y'all know, no cream, no sugar. We take this coffee strong and black because I tells it like it T-I-Z-T-is. In those instances, it's not about them. It's about you. Please be clear on that. Please be clear. In those situations, when you got to go out and broadcast to the world everything you did for everybody and you got your camera ready, it's about you. It ain't about them. Don't get it twisted. And as Jesus said to the folks that always want to be seen doing, you got your reward already. You got your reward already. Don't think nothing else is coming. I'm going to say this, and I'm getting out because this is what a truck driver, I said I was going to come back to it, and I meant that thing. This is what truck driver said when he came in this morning in the VIP section, and this is how I want to close today as we get ready to go over to Rebel's house and appreciate her and enjoy her stream. Anti-morning bingo. Bangos. Yeah, I got it right. And the cracks. Please ride the raid train and go over. But this is the way we started from truck driver. This is my Mufasa, my Lion King. This is the way we're going to close. And please, truck driver, know that I love you, man. And you ain't seen nothing yet. To everybody that's in here, I love every last one of you. Please take these words that I've shared today to heart and know that I meant it from the heart. Ain't no shade toward anybody. I'm hopeful that you took it with the love in which it was given, because I'm just trying to help this village to come back, that we're building stronger and better than ever. These are some things that we got to address. These are some things that we got to change. We got to pay attention to how we move. You hear me? We've got to pay attention to how we move. And then by all means, make sure your motive, make sure your heart is right. This is what truck driver said coming in, and this is the way we're going out. Good morning, beautiful family. Today is a great day in the Lion's Den because we, and this is where he goes all caps, bold, italicized. We are going to teach the world how to love people that we don't or ever had any dealings with. With that being said, let's be the light that shines bright so the world can see us.
Oh, I feel for my brother.
Well, I feel for my brother and I feel for my sister. This has been another edition of Yes You All Cubed, one-on-one, just me and you. I am your spiritual thought leader, Regina L. Stillman. Listen, every last one of y'all that came in here today, you have blessed me all the way down in my shondo. Thank you for coming. To those in my chat, to those that didn't come in the chat today, I appreciate you for just holding space and sharing love with us on today. It means the world to me. Now listen, you can follow me. You can follow me out there on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, Discord, Anchor, and more. I'm out there, y'all. I really am. The Lion's Den is about love. Don't ever get it twisted. The Lion's Den is about love. By this shall everybody know that you're my disciples, the way you love each other. I don't care how you talk, shout, sweat, speak in tongues. If you ain't got the love, miss me with that. So with that being said, we don't have a spirit of fear. We're not intimidated. We got power. We got love. We got a sound mind. And listen, with love at the root, I am all powerful in love. Please believe it. Now listen, we take this upon ourselves. We're not passing the baton and passing the buck to somebody else. We recognize that we have to be the change. And we're not in it alone, because we're building a network. We're building a village. And this village is going to be strong, y'all. This village is strong. That being said, this pride, P-R-I-D-E, this Pride Alliance is relentless, and you're going to hear us roar. It's us, you, me, we, all. We're all in this thing together. I promise you we are. Now listen, this is not the den of iniquity. This is the den of activity, because we're here to change the world, and we ain't playing about this thing. Please believe it. The Lion support is strong. I want to thank you for the Roaring Biddies, BTD Mom. Thank you for the Roaring Biddies, the Rebel Inc. Thank you for the Roaring Biddies, SK8843, Shelly Thunder, Z Lady C, DJ Varmar. Thank Thank you for those roaring biddies. Couldn't make it without you. You didn't have to do it, but you did, and I appreciate you. My moderators, Michelle Browno, The Rebel Inc., Shelly Thunder, my blessed Trinity, I appreciate you. To my subscribers and resubs, Stacy546, stay lifted. She's the lifter of my head. Miss Robin, Den Darn, Z Lady C, thank you for the resub. Now listen, we are on our way to the Rebel Inks, and we're gonna have anti-morning bangos and the cracks. Please ride the raid train over, would you please? As my girl Shelly Thunder says every stream, have an amazing day on purpose. And I want you to do this for me. Do what you love what you do, and peace for your journey.
For my brother.